Welcome to the Wilderness Podcast. We're on episode 12. Today's November 22nd, 2016. I'm Dills and he's Deagin. What's going on, Deagin?
Yo, what's going on, guys?
Yo, so we're a day late. We normally record on Mondays.
Yeah.
What were you doing? You were pulling a 30-hour fucking Runescape stream or some shit?
I was just pulling an all-nighter for school, and I've been every other day for the past week and a bit since actually the Monday that we recorded. I've been pulling an all-nighter every other night. Yeah, just sleeping every other day. And Monday, I was just so burnt out. I got home from school. I think I sent you a text being like, "Yo, I definitely can't do this," and I slept for 14 hours.
Yeah.
Just dummied. Woke up at 6 today, so I'm kind of tired now, but I got coffee and I actually bought a Monster for the first time in 7 years. So that's my backup because I got to pull another all-nighter, so.
How's that going? I had a Monster a couple months ago after not having them for years, and fuck, man, it was disgusting. It tasted just like syrup.
Yeah,
that's
but
the only way I can describe it.
If we get sponsored, that might change your opinion.
It's not even good. It's not even maple syrup, man. It's just disgusting. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not really excited to drink it.
All right, so you got a school heavy week. It sounds.
Yeah, last
minimal
week,
game, and I'm gonna guess, eh?
I did half of one WoW raid on Wednesday. I just couldn't do it. I felt way too guilty, and then I played 1.5 games of Civ, and I regret that entirely.
1.5 games. How long's the game?
One game was 5 hours.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that I really regretted.
That's actually that's not too bad. I'm thinking back now, I have a game going on that's I'm probably 20 hours in. But I'm going for taking over the whole fucking world.
Yeah, so our first game, okay, I've played a decent amount of Civ 5, but I only started playing Civ 5 when all the expansions had come out. So after Religion and stuff.
Yeah, okay.
And all I did was just cheesy shit. I would just focus on Religion and just do dumb stuff, And on the weekend, I think it was, my friend convinced me and a bunch of guildies to get Civ 6, and so there's 8 of us, and out of the 8 of us, only one of us had actually touched Civ 6. All of us going into it were completely lost. They changed the way ruins look, so we kept missing them.
Oh yeah.
I was I literally I bought it, downloaded it, and jumped into a game with them.
Okay.
And so all of us are just having a good time. We make settlers, and all of us plan to put towns around one dude just to fuck with them, and just do stupid.
Are you playing
shit.
online or some shit?
Yeah. We're playing online.
So you're not against any AI?
No AI.
Okay.
And turn 35 comes around, so really early on in the game, I just see one person in my guild. I just see them leave, and they were they lived right next to me, and I'm yo, I shoot them a message and see yo, why'd you leave? And they're oh yeah, insert person's name here, just rushed me with a bunch of units. And I was what the fuck? And I was really confused because I played a little bit of Civ 5 online, most of it offline, but never been rushed.
Okay.
And then 2 turns later, I had 8 fucking war carts on my land, and just boom, all of a sudden 8 war carts, and
what's a war cart?
So it's a unique unit. It's a special unit for Gilgamesh. It's Sumeri or however the fuck you say that dude. But yeah, the guy's named Gilgamesh. Super fucking overpowered. And I'm not saying this because I'm salty. Actually, I was so salty. He beat me. Done. Turn 38. I'm out. And I'm dude, you're a fucking asshole, man. You're fucking playing the most OP guy, and I didn't know at the time. I'm just bitching. And I'm you're fucking rushing us. We're all just trying to dick around, and you're trying so hard, fucking obviously I'm typing this to him because I don't want to call him out in front of a bunch of people, but I'm man, you gotta fucking just let people have fun. And he's and he says to me, Dude, I don't know. I picked Gilgamesh because he had a cool name, and then I just theory crafted this as I went along. And I'm like, this guy's full of shit.
Just testing shit out, man.
Okay, season 1 and 2, his main was Kassadin in League, so that lets you know how much he likes overpowered shit.
Oh, so you know this guy.
Oh, I've known this guy since like 2009. We're good friends.
So your buddy just rushed you.
But he rushed everyone, right? Like fucking like 60 turns in, he had killed everyone, and like we're like, yo, he's rushing you guys, and they're like, well, what the fuck am I building again? What's a war cart? You know what I mean? Like, this wasn't in Civ 5, what? And he fucking won, but you know, whatever.
I should have fucking made an alliance between each other and took him out.
But that's the thing, Bob. Like, by the time I found out it was an issue, like I was already dead, right? And I told everyone, like, yo, he's fucking rushing you guys. Like, but you know, we're all like shit at the game.
Sound the alarms.
Yeah. Like, I've played a lot of games with him, and like he always finds, or like he'll Google like the most overpowered thing when a new game comes out. He'll always look for something that's broken, and then he'll just abuse it until it gets fixed, and then he quits. Okay. League of Legends, perfect example. Like, he played season 1 and 2 obsessively, and then like season 3-ish a bit, and then once they like reworked Kassadin, and he wasn't like, he's still like, I don't know if he's still as strong as he was, but he was super fucking overpowered way back when. He just fucking quits the game.
Yeah.
Anyways, I was so salty over this game, I googled like Civ 6 Rush or something super basic.
Counter Rush.
And I found this post on Reddit, and it's like, yo, I've discovered the most overpowered thing. Go Gilgamesh. Like, make cities as fast as you, like, do this by this turn, and then by, like, turn 30, you're able to pump out, like, a really, really strong unit every single turn from all of your cities. Just overtake every city and just spam, and, like, literally he did exactly what was on that post, and,
well, 60 turns, that's
fast. That's really fast.
I feel like you guys would be able to, well, if you played him again, now you'd be able to come up with some way to defend against it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so here's the thing. So me being the fucking little try-hard little bitch-ass punk I am, I found that out. So I Googled other overpowered civs, and then there's like one named Scythia, and then there's like Germany, and like, you know, those like the 3 best ones, including like Gilgamesh.
Sure.
And then I don't know, there's this YouTuber named Filthy Robot. He also streams, and he like is all about Civ and like strategy games that are like that.
Yeah.
And actually, like this whole weekend, whenever I'm doing schoolwork, I just have like him on autoplay, and I'm just like listening to him as I'm doing schoolwork and shit. But it's kind of weird. Like, I'm in a homework lab drawing, and I have a laptop next to me, and there's just some dude playing Civilization, explaining his moves and talking about strats and shit. But we ended up playing on the weekend and stuff, and I've done my readings, I figured out Civ a little bit, and it was like me, him, 2 other people. No one else wanted to play because he fucking rushed everyone, and no one wants to touch that game anymore.
Everyone just uninstalled and refunded it.
I also made a post on the Civ 6 subreddit being like, I got fucking bum rushed by my buddy, what do I do? And they like explained to me, you know, like what defensive things to go, and yeah, turn 30, like 5 or whatever, like around turn 35, he shows up on my borders with a shit ton of war carts again, and I'm just like, you're fucked, dude. And I had like counters and everything, and he couldn't kill me, so he just quit. And then I think I sent you a Snapchat by the end of the game, like 5 hours in. I think I sent it to you, and it's like just like a Snapchat of my map, but I had overtaken like 90% of the fucking continent because we play on Pangea.
Okay, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, and like there was 2 towns, there was like 2 people, and like I left like my buddies last. I just took out all the AI and shit and overtook everything, and one of them was like in this like crescent, this like tiny pocket off of like the like kind of like near river and shit, just like in this tiny ass pocket, and then the other person was right next to them, and I just like owned the entire map. I just fucking, oh man, it was so funny. But horrible waste of 5 hours. I regretted it so much.
Okay, so would you recommend buying that if somebody already owns Civ 5 and all the expansions? Like me?
It's different. Well, right now they're still balancing stuff, right? Like they came out with a balancing patch pretty recently. Not a balancing patch, sorry, just like a patch to fix some things.
So right now, if you could pick between Civ 5 or Civ 6 to play on your own, what are you going to choose?
I'd probably say Civ 6 only because I like the direction it's taken.
Okay.
Like,
cool.
Civ 5 was less war heavy. Civ 6, I feel like if everyone is on the same playing field and you're like, you guys are all like decent at the game, you guys are constantly having little battles and stuff.
Yeah.
But like, you also got to strategically pick when to not go to war, because Civ 5, you could just like abuse it. Like, someone's has trade routes to your city and they're getting a lot out of it. You would just declare war on them and they can't trade with you. But that being said, the AI is so stupid in Civ 6.
Yeah, that's the problem, because I like to play offline pretty much.
Yeah. Most people played offline exclusively. Like 90% of my playtime is offline because it's you know, it's fun. But and it's also different, right? Like, just communicating with all the cities and stuff is pretty cool. The only thing is, it's like the AI, like, oh my god, like they're really, really dumb in terms of like they're a lot easier and way easier to abuse, right? Mm-hmm. Like, you'll see, like, sometimes I'll see like a country like settling somewhere, and I'm like, okay, they're probably gonna settle in this area, and I'll just leave my scout on the block they wanted to settle, and they'll just run around it in circles.
The fuck?
And they just won't settle. Yeah, it's really weird. Even on like harder difficulties, and they say and do dumb shit. Like, I'm just gonna say this quickly and I'll stop because it fucking pissed me off. I was playing a game, and like offline, and Germany I was allied with Germany, and they were like, hey, let's both declare war on like Egypt or Arabia. And I'm like, all right, I'm down, I want to fuck some shit out. I think it was Egypt. And then the second I take over and destroy the first city of Egypt, he's like, oh, you're just a warmonger. And then he declares war on me. And I'm like, well, what the fuck? That's so stupid.
Your idea, man.
Yeah, you literally
fucking
told
framing me.
Yeah, it was retarded, but whatever.
Shit.
Still a fun game. I still like it a lot.
Oh, interesting. Is that it as far as gaming goes?
Yeah, just some Civ. That was about it. No RuneScape. My excuse being, even though it's kind of ironic or hypocritical, because I did sit down and play it for like 5 hours. But my issue with RuneScape, it's like I can't get away from it if I start playing.
Yeah.
Like, if I sit down and like, okay, I'll just knock out one quest, go back and do some schoolwork, I'll notice I'm like, now I'm fishing while I'm doing schoolwork, and then all of a sudden, I'm just gonna do this quick Slayer task while I'm doing schoolwork, and it's like, at least Civ, I can actually be like, all right, one more turn and I'm done, and 3 turns later, then I'm actually done.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, well, for Civ, I just set like a time, 9:30 or something, I'm done, going to school, but like RuneScape is kind of like, I can just AFK this,
See, I have RuneScape and Civ, I have the same problem, where I'm just like, okay, I'm just going to take over this city, and I'm going to go to bed. Okay, took it over. Well, let me quickly build a courthouse to settle it, just so I don't forget in the morning or the next day. So you do that, then you're like, okay, well, let me quickly build this building over here. Let me set up how I want to, how I want my next 10 turns to go, so I don't forget my plan.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you've stayed up, it's like 4 in the morning, you're like, ugh.
Fucking again, god damn it, I said I wouldn't do this.
Well, anyways, I had a pretty eventful escape week, I suppose. Nothing happened in real life, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I bought a telescope on Sunday. Did you see the pictures I put on Facebook?
Yeah, I think it's fucking massive.
Dude, it looks like straight from NASA.
Yeah. Little Hubble telescope or something.
So this is the only clear night we've had, so I think after this podcast, I'm going to go and try to view some shit. I'm probably not going... Man, the thing's fucking complicated.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it took me a while. I'm, like, looking through the lens. I'm like, maybe I gotta look through it the other ways, because it's got, like, a sniper scope on it. I'm going to call it a sniper scope, because... I don't know. I just picture myself talking to some astronomers referring to it as the sniper scope. Yeah, I just point the sniper scope to that shiny, bright thing up there. Man, that's a nebula, dude. All right, moving on, though. RuneScape, what did Ad do? So, I kind of got... I don't know, this was weird. I couldn't understand this. So, I've been playing my Pure like crazy. I said I was going to have them ready this week. I said that the week before. Man, I'm fucking so off by this. I'm confident like every time. I'm going to need 2 weeks.
2 weeks and I'm set.
Because I'm fucking like... I was able to blast through because I had like let's just say like 20 quests to do, and then I was just blasting through them each week. I was getting huge chunks of them done. But now I'm at Desert Treasure, Cabin Fever, Rum Deal, and Great Brain Robbery. I think I've done 2 quests in that week. But I need 40 farming, 45 crafting, 42 Slayer, 40 range. That one wasn't actually too hard to get.
Did you do Animal Magnetism?
Nah, fuck that.
You should do it, man.
I know.
It's a good quest.
Probably will. But I'm just like, I kind of want to get questing over with. I'm just so ready to bust this baby out. So it's I'm making a. I said this before, but I'll just say it again if you haven't heard it. It's a barrel chest anchor pier, I guess. It's kind of like a mauler that uses the barrel chest anchor. It's a reward. You might have seen it, or you might be familiar with it. It's a giant anchor you get from Great Brain Robbery, but you need to get 50 prayer for that. So, you know, kind of gotta get 52. If you're kind of gonna go to get 52.
Might as well.
Yeah, just because I don't think it'll add on an extra combat level. But yeah. Anyways, the anchor has stats similar to a Deagin Great Axe, which is pretty fucking good. And you're able to set up pretty cool combos with a Granite Maul and stuff. I kind of want to try it with the DDS as well, because you need 60 attack and 40 strength to wield it. So you might as well get a Dragon's Scimitar. So yeah, been doing that. I'm working on Slayer now. Yeah, anyways, I got like most of the skills done. I got 40 farming, and like I'm pretty close with crafting. Crafting won't take too long, but Slayer, that shit's killing me. I'm at like fucking 38 or something.
Yeah, so. Make sure. Have you done Ernest Chicken yet?
I don't know.
Okay, well, if you haven't, wait till you get your Slayer task first, or your Slayer like goal set. Like,
yeah,
or whatever.
Okay.
Because once you do Ernest the Chicken, you unlock Killer Watts.
Yeah.
And I've gotten them assigned on my pure a couple times, and it's the fucking, like, they're the worst.
They're pretty bad. I'm stuck getting Desert Lizards a lot. And I fucking hate it. Oh, I mean, it sucks.
If you have the money, just cannon. That's what I'm thinking about doing.
The thing is, I need to get 60 attack as well. And I'm pretty sure I don't get any experience from any of the quests for attack or strength, so I might as well just... Basically, if I get to 42 Slayer only doing melee and training attack, I still might not be at 60, so...
Are you going for Mithril Gloves?
Nah, I don't think so, because
you should
the
try.
Combat Bracer has 1 in each stat in the offensive tree. Did I say that properly? That sounds like a really bad way of saying it, but...
Has 1 extra stat on top of it? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, so, okay, I'll just say this. So the Combat Bracer has all 6s in the offensive stats, and all +5 in the defensive stats, while the Mithril Gloves have all 5s in the offensive stat and all 6s in the defensive, so it's kind of switched.
What the hell?
So, same in the strength bonus. So, you know what I mean? It's...
Yeah, why the hell do people go for Mithril Gloves then? It seems like a waste of time.
Maybe cheaper. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm missing something. But...
Yeah, I didn't know cheaper. Combat Bracer was that good.
Yeah, I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure, because I compared them a bunch, and I was like, man, there's really no point, so...
Yeah, I'll take your word on it. Because, yeah, like, now I think of it, I do see, like, a lot of peers just using the combat bracelet, but...
It's just a lot easier, too, but, yeah. I'm pretty sure the Mithril Gloves, you would... If you could, I'd probably pick those over it, because I think they're probably going to be, like, what, 1K or 2K, something really cheap.
Now the real question, are you going to go for Fire Cape?
Dude, I could barely do it on my main, but yeah, probably, eventually.
Yeah, man.
Maybe. I'll probably try it. We'll see.
Like, starting December 10th, I think, because, okay, my program, if you guys haven't noticed, is actually, like, criminal in how much work I have to do. Like, it should be illegal. Like, it's
We're not allowed to leave at night. That's not even fair.
Pretty much. Like, I fucking all-nighters every other... Oh, goddamn. Anyways. Yeah, but I don't have exams, so I have an extra week break.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, also, first and second semester, they do make it a lot harder, because, like, my program is, like, known for... Or my college is known for having a really good architectural program. And, So they try and weed out all the shitty kids like as soon as possible. So they make first and second semester like AIDS.
Yeah, okay.
And
just fucking screaming at everyone. No one even has names. They're all numbers.
Number 17. You have passed. Yeah, but yeah, the whole point I was gonna make though is I have an extra week, so I'm just gonna like go to bed every other night pretty much and just play Scape. I'll just work. I'll just like Scape so much.
That's the way to do it.
You'll like ask like, oh, what'd you do this week? And I'll have like 299s achieved on my Pure and fucking.
I haven't slept, man.
Be multi-boxing on 4 accounts, runecrafting nats on all of them, just so I can make a lot of money.
I haven't slept all week. I can't sleep anymore. I can't.
Just lost the ability.
Shit. But yeah. Anyways. Yeah. Something weird happened. I mentioned that earlier, but I guess I just wanted to continue on what kind of I've been working on my Pure. So the plan is to get the stats already and as many of the hard quests done as possible. So, anyways, I'm rocking fucking Elder Druid robes because those things look awesome, and you look alpha as fuck.
Yeah, dude, Fashionscape.
Yeah, exactly. Fashionscape is strong. Anyways, I was running around and I actually had a few people ask me what were they and where they're from. So I was just like, oh, you explained it to them. But I had this one guy who was like, I want them. And I was like, well, I told him how much they were. He's like, okay. So he goes to the GE and then he comes back. I was fishing in Catherberry, just fishing lobsters. Because I needed 40 or 50. 40 or 50 fishing for rum deal, I believe.
Yep.
So I was doing that. And then he's like, let me buy the hood off you. So I'm like, why? You're just at the GE. You can buy it for 800K. He's like, I'll buy it for 900K. And I was like, nah, not really. I don't really want to, like, why? I'm not going to, like, it's probably a scam and I'm not going to try to risk it.
Yeah.
So I go back to fishing and he keeps kind of pestering, like, come on, man, just do it. Like, I'm serious. I'll give you 900K for it. I'm like, no. And I just kind of ignore him. Then he comes back and he's like, I'll give you 4 mil for them. And I'm like, all right, deal, done. For just the fucking hood. And then he trades me and he puts up 3.5K sharks. So I put up my money and then I'm just like, I'm waiting for him to click accept first.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, why don't you just go buy them if you have that much money right there? And then he's like, okay, no, let me back up a bit because I think he was trying to make a point. So as he's going back and forth, he's like, why won't you just take the 900K? Because I'm like, it's just 100K. I just can't really be bothered. I'm not going to go through the hassle of like, what's the deal? What's the catch? And he's like, I'm like, I don't really care about money that much. I just want to be able to do the shit I want to do. And then he goes, I don't care about money either. That's why I'm offering the 900K. And I was like, just go to the GE. This is stupid. This is a stupid argument or conversation we're having.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, and then he goes, yeah, I'll give you 4 mil for them, puts 3.5K sharks up. So I'm just like, why don't you just go to the GE and buy them? And he's like, because I told you I don't care about money. I'm just like, I'm all right, I guess. And this guy's like leveled 90 or something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right. So he takes out the sharks and then puts them back in, and then kind of takes them out and puts them back in. And then he clicks accept again, and then I click accept, and it goes in, and I look at the trade menu, and it says it's there. The sharks are there and all that stuff. So I'm like, okay, it's all valid. Click accept, and then he's like, thanks, man. See, I told you. And then he just kind of disappeared, and I'm just like, right. So I teleport to Varrock, sell the sharks, buy the hood for 800K, teleport back within 2 minutes, and I'm just like, just laughing. You know what I'm saying?
Easiest money.
I'm sitting there with 3.5 mil. I'm just like, was he trying to scam me? And was he trying to prove a point? Is he like super rich and has like tons of money to blow on bonds? And
he's probably telling his friends, this guy told me he doesn't care about money, but he accepted the deal anyways. It's like, oh, all right.
But yeah, so 3.5 mil made for doing really nothing.
Yeah.
And still boggled by that. I wish I should have talked to him.
Man, me and you both have like a really weird string of luck when it comes to making money.
Actually, currently, I'm usually never lucky like this.
Man, RuneScape's the only game I'm lucky in, and like I don't know, in the past like 3 months, pretty much since we've started the podcast, it's like you PK that dude when you're killing those druids, and he has all that cash on him. That happens to you.
Yeah, exactly. I killed a guy, and I think it was like 2.5 mil or something.
Yeah, I killed some dude.
I'll just go over it real quick though. I killed some level 90 when I was killing Elder Chaos Druids on my main, and I kind of had like a little bit of PKing gear, but I was just kind of training at the same time. And I see this guy roll up doing a clue, and I kill him after he does the clue because I'm hoping to get the reward, and he had fucking 2.5 mil cash on him plus a bunch of runes.
Yeah.
So fast forward that a week, and go on.
Same thing for me, except I was killing skillers on my pure, and I see some dude killing black demons in like the Edgeville dungeon or the wilderness in there. Killed him, pretty much the exact same thing, like a bunch of money and runes. Shit, for me, 4 kills on Bandos, and I get the chest plate.
Yeah,
and like I don't know, we just get really lucky. It's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah,
I'm not complaining.
Fucking nutty. Yeah, and this thing right here is fucking nutty. But the worst, like, is this RNG? Can you do social interactions count as RNG?
Probably. I'd think so.
Yeah, maybe.
Gets to a certain point, just like who you meet.
So there, tips to make money: just talk and show off things, and be stubborn. Refuse to.
Worst comes to worst, just tell me you have a main that's 126.
Yeah. But then say you can't be bothered to bring them out.
Yeah.
And you got to play it off cool. So, yeah, there. Perfect tip. So, last episode, we said we were going to track some of the... Oh, well, actually, yeah, I'll go over this first because I got a little story, I guess, afterwards. But anyways, we said we were going to track some of the items that were being pulled to see if they change. And I was going to track the gems like opal, topaz, and the jade because the silver jewelry that were coming out.
Yep.
But I was kind of looking at it, and it was barely changing, so I said, fuck it. And I decided to just look at Sears Ring, Light Ballista, and the Heavy Ballista because, man, fucking wacky shit going on over there. So we'll start with the Heavy Ballista, I suppose. So I'm looking back, beginning of November pretty much, just the Heavy Ballista was sitting around 7 mil. November 11th, I looked at it, and it was, I think so. I might be getting these dates wrong, so don't hold. So anyways, I looked at it, and it was at 4.9 mil, so it had dropped basically 2.1 mil it dropped. But that was in a fairly, couple weeks. So then the next time I looked at it, November 18th, I think it was, it was at 3.3 mil. So like a week later, it dropped another 1.5 mil basically. And then today it's at 3.5. So it's kind of, I guess it's stable, and I think it's going to go back up. So it dropped pretty hard. Light Ballista was at 4.5 mil. Went down to 4.8 and then 3.6. Now it's at 3.3 mil. So it's pretty much dropping. So those are really, who gives a shit about those really? Because the Sears Ring, when I bought it, it was like 350K, and I bought it a long time ago, and I was like, I was just going to sit in my bank, I'll use it every now and then.
Yeah.
Probably did the same thing, so it went from 300K to 1.4 mil. The fucking Sears Ring went up to 1.4 mil. Dropped down to 600K, so even still, if people are holding those, probably make some bank. I want to say this would be the time to sell them. No, not right now. You kind of missed the time to sell them. Which was at 1.4 mil. Maybe wait till the update. What would you do? Wait till the update, or would you sell them before they get back to 300K? Because they're probably going to crash back to 300K.
Wait, when are they updating? When is the update rolling out? Has it already rolled out?
No, I don't think so.
I'd probably
this was when it was being pulled, so.
Oh, I'd probably wait until the update comes out. But I see that even then, like it's gonna be like that price going up is people panic buying, and they're gonna try and merchant.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, a lot of panic.
There's some guy who bought 10 Sears rings for 1 mil each.
Yeah,
you don't
that's
want to
the
be
thing.
That guy.
Yeah, because they think it's rising even more, and then it drops down to 600K, and then a bunch. Then he's trying to sell it. He said, "Fuck it, I just want to get rid of it before it gets even lower." Mm-hmm. I know it's 600K now, but I'm going to sell it at 500K. And that's how shit crashes.
Man, like I don't know if I said should just buy a bunch of Cirrus rings last episode, but I had a feeling like when we were talking about them to just like panic buy a bunch of them. And I definitely should have. I should have just bought a bunch. And even if I just got on now and sold them, I would have doubled my money.
It would have been right the weekend before the last episode, because the last episode they would have been at where it's really high.
Yeah.
It would have been at 1.4
I would have
mil.
been one of those. I would have been one of those suckers. Never mind.
So,
I take that back.
Okay, so I say all that. Now let's move on to how I'm probably one of these suckers. So I think I'm Rain Man over here watching these prices go up and down. I'm just like, I figured it out. I'm gonna get fucking loaded. I'm gonna hit the big score. You know how you hear those stories of these people who are able to like, they just have these items and they just out of nowhere spike up in price.
Yep.
And they just get filthy rich. So I'm hoping there's something like that's gonna come out. So I saw the ballista was kind of crashing, the light ballista. Now, it's probably a terrible idea to go over this. So quickly, I'm going to look over my idea if it worked. I have 4 things for sale. So watching the prices, I thought, you know what? I'm going to flip incomplete light ballistas. I don't know what my thought was. Oh, yeah, because people were panic selling it. So I was able to buy them at like 150K each.
Mm-hmm.
And then my guess was light ballista isn't going to drop that hard. Because I feel like it would drop and then kind of rise, because the reason it's dropping so much is because they changed. Holy shit! I said because like 17 times, but they changed the requirement for wielding it from, what was it, 30 range before to 65 or 70 range.
Yeah, they bumped it up quite a bit.
Yeah, so a lot. So low level peers can't really use it. So it crashed a lot in that sense. But heavy ballistas are going to require Monkey Madness 2 to be finished. So that means Pures won't... I don't think Pures are able to do Monkey Madness 2, are they?
Nope.
For sure.
Yeah, because I think you have to take the reward for Monkey Madness 1.
Yeah. Oh,
which gives you defense.
Yeah, I think you're right. No,
yeah, like I'm pretty sure that's like, and also the quests you have to do, I think one of them might give you defense, but regardless, I think it forces you to get defense.
Okay, so Voiders might be able to use the heavy ballista. That being said, high level pure PKing is going to be focused on the light ballista now. So light ballista became the heavy ballista, and the heavy ballista just became something else, I guess. It got bumped up a slot, let's just say.
Yeah.
So anyways, I'm trying to merch in these light ballistas. I drop a shit ton of money into these incomplete light ballistas, and I'm like, you know what? I'll try to flip these for a lot, or worst case scenario, I'll buy a monkey tail, which is also crashing, because that's what you need for a crossbow, for the crossbow string to complete a incomplete light ballista. And in this way, I could just complete it and then sell it that way. So I'm looking at it now, and it's not working at all. I had a few items on that were my panic selling, which were basically a bunch of items are for sale for 500K right now, and then I have like a bunch of panic sell 200Ks items, and those all sold, so that sucks.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. The best you can do is just wait. Just give it time. Who cares? Like, if you're gonna lose money, you might as well just like wait it out as long as you can. Like, shit, I've waited like the longest I've waited is like almost 2 months on shit to sell, and it like eventually it sells. It's like if you don't need the money right then, like who cares? Yeah,
for the most part. So basically, I'm just going to sum up what I was trying to say, because I feel like I explained that terribly. I'm trying to flip the light ballista, failed to do that in the week that I thought I was able to do that. So I'm going to have to be one of those people that's going to have to hold out or suffer the losses, or I might even suffer the losses later. But I think I might hold out and see if they just fucking shoot up once the patch changes. So that's the goal. It's funny to watch the prices change over just even it being pulled. I wonder if the same thing's going to happen after, or if it's already adjusted.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I would just wait it like as long as you can until you absolutely need the money right then and there.
Yeah, for the most part. I think the light ballista is going to catch back up in price. Maybe.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah, usually, like, the only reason why I would say, like, I wouldn't have, like, done that is because, like, the people that buy, like, the unstrung light ballista and stuff, like, they need it, like, they have the Monkey Madness requirements, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, even then, generally, they're just getting it, and then they're just selling it. You know what I mean? Like, they're not really gonna buy it to string and then sell. I don't think.
I just thought I
people
could
do that.
merge it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Not sure what I was thinking, but it doesn't look to be working out so good. So, yeah. Let's move on to the updates, and we'll come back to that. Be having a fundraiser in a few episodes. All right. I'm clicking a pen right now. That's probably that's terrible podcasting. All right, let's move on to the news.
Hold on. If they don't sell, you can always just use them for a draw party.
Yeah.
Just drop
You guys
them.
can get, like, unmade weapons.
Yeah, dude.
That still cost a lot of money to be made. Yeah. Okay.
Anyways.
Let's move on. So the news. Really not too much happening, but I guess a lot in the sense that this matters to you. Some people are not going to care at all. But you know what? Anyways, what happened was we saw, and if you might be unaware this was even happening, but they were talking about it. Zeah map rework was coming.
Yep. So
Zeah, the new continent we saw almost a year ago, I want to say. Yeah, a continent we saw about a year ago get introduced. And when it came out, it was basically just a square, and it had different houses that owned different areas, and each area was just a square. Looked pretty lazy. I don't know. What were your thoughts on the pre-rework?
Yeah, it was a terrible design. I fucking
boring.
hate. Not only get like
Seems
Zeah
lazy.
sucks, it's like getting to Zeah's a pain in the ass too. Like I hate having to go from Draenor. Fucking, like, let me just bring my staminas in graceful because this shit takes forever.
Yeah, they're huge squares too.
Yeah.
You're just running straight. Okay.
Yeah, it's awful.
So they changed it so it's less of a square and more of an actual continent. It looks cool. I like it. So credit to Gentle Tractor on Reddit because he was the one who was kind of coming up with the rework ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And he was kind of pushing for it. He came up with some really cool design. And yeah, it's not quite that, but it's a lot better.
Yeah.
So yeah, we saw that, and just add this in because people might like this, but this is now also a private sand crabs area. You pay a little bit of money and you'll get your own little area.
Oh my god. That's actually like heaven. Dude, sand crabs is the most toxic place. And I don't like using that word because it's fucking kind of cringy to talk about like this person's toxic, but it's actually fucking so awful. Like I don't know if you've trained your pure at sand crabs at all, but like you go there and you're like, oh, okay, I'm killing a 2-spot sand crab, and then some fucker logs on and just starts taking them, and then you're like, dude, get hop ? And then he's like, no, this is my spot. And then if you don't move, eventually he just gets his main, and it's like, now you got 2 guys crashing you. Let me spend 10 minutes
so
finding a new
rough.
fucking world. Oh fuck, man, it's awful. You know what's bad when you go to reset aggro at sand crabs and you come back and someone's sitting in your spot and then someone else is trying to take that spot from that one guy. And you're like, well, now I just seem like an asshole, but this was my spot. Like, all right.
I find it is like that if you're going for a 3 sand crab spot. So if you don't know, there's a beach in Zeah and it just has all these sand crabs out. They don't hit much and they have a lot of health, so they're perfect to train on. And basically they're these little sand rock thingies, sand dooney thingies. Anyways, they'll be laid out on this beach and there'll be sections of 2 that are together and 3, and then you'll see the odd 3 and some 1s and shit like that. So you go to that area and they kind of pop up and attack you. It's a good place to train and really popular, and you'll see so many people fighting over the 3 crab spot. I'd say, right?
Man, even some of the 2 crabs, even like the ones.
There's so
near the
many though.
bank and
I found
stuff.
if that ever happened, you can just run down a little bit more. You don't have to worry.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, usually I'd probably like be training my sand crabs, my Piron sand crabs at prime time, which is bad. But like, there's times where I've had to like world hop for so long just to get like a spot that's convenient.
This is something I didn't know. Did you know that that's a popular PKing spot in the PvP worlds?
Really?
Yeah,
That makes sense. I guess people trying to be lazy and like get easy training with no one around.
I saw a post that was saying like, the change is gonna kill it. You got to make it like this. So I kind of looked at it, and apparently it's the only bank in PvP Worlds that's in a danger zone. So people trying to bank, you can kill them.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And I think what was popular about it is that it went from multi to single in a bunch of areas. So I guess it made it fun. I don't know. I was watching some videos. I'm like, oh, that's kind of interesting.
Oh, man, that'd be so fun to go on my peer and just try and cheese people out that are just skilling. Oh,
what levels,
my God.
What level's your peer?
I don't even know. 40? Or in the 40s? Like 45 or something?
Okay. My dude's probably about the same. I think by the time I'm done, I'm going to be in the mid-50s.
Mm-hmm.
So we should do that. We should just go tag team some shit. And anyone listening who wants to join, if you fucking backstab us, oh, man.
You'll get a nice little 10-minute rant.
Yeah, that'd be a fucking crazy twist. All right, so now we're basically just, don't play with us. Never mind. We'll do this on our own.
Yeah, well, we take that back.
Yeah, just kidding. But, yeah, so, yeah, we should check out some of that shit. I haven't, I'm not too familiar with the PvP worlds. I go there to watch it when I'm alking, but normally I'm running to the wilderness, because even that alone is so big. I couldn't imagine the whole RuneScape being a PvP area. Like, shit.
Yeah.
Probably tons of people just skilling there. I wonder. Who knows? Let's continue on. So, also in the news, Jagex partnered up with ESL for the Dead Man Mode tournament.
That's interesting.
Yeah, at first I was like, okay, but I guess this could potentially bring in a lot of new people. A lot of viewers are going to see it. So, are you familiar with ESL? Because you're kind of in the esports
league. I'm too familiar with ESL, and I
all right,
don't
give
have
us
good things to say.
Oh shit! Give us the rundown.
Like of my anecdote or what they are as a company.
What anecdote?
I'll start off as a company.
Did you meet them or something? Did you used to play for ESL or something?
Yeah, I'll explain it all.
Okay.
So ESL is a company that like hosts tournaments. They host like really minor online tournaments, and they like it's like they have community tournaments, and then they also like have like the professional tournaments where like you'll see like TSM versus C9 type of a thing. Like you'll see like the big names. Like
yeah, because I have it on here that they hosted Dota 2 tournament in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
It's huge, and also a Counter-Strike tournament that had 10 million viewers on Twitch.
Yeah. So like, yeah, they're a big company. They're like, yeah, one of the main esports companies, I guess. They cover everything from casual, like little community tournaments to, the big ones. And, they do everything like Dota, CSGO, obviously like League of Legends and stuff. And they'll do like Hearthstone. They do like everything that's big, and even some of the more minor things like Heroes of the Storm. They've had things for that. And I actually applied to be an admin for Heroes of the Storm at one point, but didn't really get in. It was awkward. But I actually used to Skype with a guy who was he was one of the main admins for Smite.
Cool.
Yeah, it's kind of how I figured I learned about ESL, and they have like their own team. Kind of crazy. ESL hires people to do coding on their TeamSpeak server. Like they'll contract people to, like their TeamSpeak's pretty intense. Like it's
kind of
pretty cool. Yeah, but yeah,
why can't we get one of those going?
It's pretty crazy. But yeah, they like pay people to do shit to their fucking TeamSpeak servers and stuff. It's kind of cool. But
so all in all, this is good for RuneScape. This is potentially bringing a lot of people, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, for sure. But I don't really know how ESL is benefiting from this. I'm gonna be pretty honest.
So yeah, this is. I guess okay. This makes more sense. That they also host small community events because there's only 80 tickets being sold. Maybe all that money's gonna be going to ESL.
I don't know. Jagex would have to benefit something because they're putting up their money. Like I know ESL, like okay, we can advertise for this, right? And
yeah, that's their goal is to get like 60,000 people to watch it on Twitch, and then they're hoping that some of those people either I remember that game. Holy fuck, there's tournaments going on now. Either that, or they'll have people being like, you know, maybe I should just check this game out because most people probably have at least heard of RuneScape.
Yeah, but like, it's kind of weird to like how, like I guess like I don't know, like Jagex does have some like, or like RuneScape does have some like big and like positive personalities, like Bodhi, like more noticeably, he's probably the most popular like RuneScape streamer, and he's also like a good face of like the game, right? Like if you want someone to represent it, he's a pretty good guy, and they could bring someone like him to do the hosts and stuff and do all like the legwork in terms of like shoutcasting and whatnot if he ever decided to do it.
Yeah, that's true.
But in terms of like kind of like weird, like how would you sell Dead Man mode? You know what I mean? Like how does that go about? Like how can you brand it? Like, you know, like League of Legends and stuff and Dota is like a lot easier just in terms of like how they have teams, the teams are sponsored, and like Dota, you know, they have like their like team like logos and stuff are like in the map. I don't know how it is for League of Legends, but so there are ways you can probably work around that and like, you know, brand yourself within a game. But like, how does Dead Man mode work? Like are they gonna have like, this is TSM like John coming in fighting Cloud9, like Jerry, you know, like how are they gonna like bring,
I think those fun is gonna be this giant free for all. It's just gonna be a clusterfuck of 2,000 playing, 2,000 people just getting whittled down to the bone. Hopefully they're going to get the gas right, and we're going to see some cool shit go down, you know?
Some nice ESL logos with, like, Logitech sponsorship in the gas.
Dude, they're going to fucking do some ESL's going to flash up, and we're just going to be like, let's watch the replay real quick.
Yeah.
Slow it down.
All right, there's 50 people left. We're teleporting them all to the Corsair Arena. And it's just like Corsair logos and like advertisements everywhere.
Yeah, well, no, but what I think it's how Jagex is going to benefit. This is how I would imagine, because this is kind of how old school RuneScape is running on its own. They're hoping to throw that up on Twitch, have a fuck ton of people just be like, okay, let's see what this is all about, or like. Even people who've never played it might look at it and be like, the fuck is this? This game looks interesting. You know what I mean? Because even the way RuneScape look, it has its own little charm to it that would kind of... People would take a second glance at it, especially if it's like 60,000 people.
Yeah.
Or 10 million. Could you imagine?
Like, it would be... It would be kind of cool. Like, I do see like someone walking by and seeing 2,000 people duking it out. All of a sudden there's, you know, let's say there's 500 people and there's like, you know, 80 ROT members and stuff like that. And because it is really neat to watch like the clan warfare going at that like mid to late game. You know what I mean? Like when it starts to wrap out or like round off, I guess, and all the clans start fighting and they like in Barbarian Village, like season 2 or something, like that was so neat to watch, like the three clans like fight each other, and like that, I thought that was super
and a bunch
awesome.
Of chins were getting thrown off and shit.
Yeah, like it's like super cool to watch like that play out. And like, but like, yeah, for me, it seems like that like Jagex is benefiting entirely from this. Like ESL isn't as much, like unless like
I think they're gonna get some of the money from maybe the ticket sales, shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So like do you know where this is being hosted and like what other venues they have? Because generally
it's in England. I believe I forget what the address was. I had it, but anyways, because I was looking up, I'm like, fuck, let's go check it out. And then I'm like, you know, realistically, it's probably gonna cost me a fuck ton of money to go to a room filled of 80 people.
80 British people.
I feel out of place. They're all staring at me.
Hey, we used to be you guys at one point. You know,
we got the Queen on our money.
But
snowmobiles and hockey and stuff like that.
Weather shit. I don't want to go there. Fuck that.
Woo, Canada. Okay. So yeah, this is gonna be pretty cool. Hopefully, this brings in some people, because I know myself. I was watching a League of Legends streamer, and in between cues, he had a game popped up, Faster Than Light, and I just saw it for a moment. I was like, huh, game just kind of looks interesting. I instantly pulled up Steam, look at a video of like their trailer and stuff, and I'm like, oh, it's kind of cool. It's only $20.
Wait. Do you know what streamer? Do you know what streamer this was?
Yeah. Do you?
Hold on, because I had the exact same experience with Faster Than Light.
I bought it, and I fucking...
Yeah.
It was sweet. What streamer were you watching?
I'm a cutie pie?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, okay, that's pretty funny. Yeah, same experience. I would watch him play, like, this looks really fun.
I'm like, it looks interesting. It looks simple. And
Yeah.
And I'm like, if he's playing it, maybe it's...
This guy comes off as an idiot. Yeah, I full on just like, that looks pretty good. And I like had nothing to do. This was like a while ago, a couple years ago. And I'm like, fuck it. And I bought it, played it for like, a week or two, and that was kind of it.
I still pull it up every now and then. It's good. So anyways, I can see RuneScape kind of have a similar thing, because RuneScape's easy. It's not hard to download. You can play free to play. So let's hold off on that and move off on the last part of the news. 30% off on membership for 1 year. Check on that if you're already paying for RuneScape, if you're going to get a deduction for sure, because it kind of had a disclaimer saying it won't be grandfathered over.
Yeah, so it's like a temporary...
I had to read it over a few times. You can tell a lawyer wrote it. So I was like, this is... Okay. All right. So yeah, anyways, as we were saying, RuneScape, people are going to walk by RuneScape and then just kind of see it, maybe Google it, check it out. Because I know I've done that with a ton of games. I said Fast and Light before. I've done that with Eve. I checked it out, and I was like, oh, there's a trial for 5 days. I downloaded it. It took like fucking 5 days to download.
Yeah.
Problem was, by the time it was done downloading, I jumped on it, and I was like, I don't really want to play it. I'm not really going to get far. And this kind of brings into... shit. You want to take a quick break?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, and we're back. Okay, so let's that was the news. We'll move right on to the hot topic of the week. What are we talking?
Yeah. Let's talk about free to play and how it compares to members and just like other games, I guess, with their own free to play system.
Okay. Yeah, because all of us start free to play. That's how we all introduced to the game, and clearly that got us hooked enough to buy membership.
Yeah. So, do you think like RuneScape's free to play is, I guess I want to say like fair? Like, do you think it's like a solid free to play? Besides, what I mean? Like, do you think they should add anything else or change how it is right now?
Obviously, it could use some love. That hill giant boss we saw a few weeks ago or months ago, whenever. When we saw the hill giant get introduced, that was really nice to see them get some love. They didn't need it necessarily. I think free to play is it was good. Like when I played free to play, I played it for a long time as a kid. I know I was a kid, and you're kind of easily entertained. But still, I played the shit out of it. And it was good. There's a lot to do. A lot of us don't really like it because we've played members and we've played before. So, obviously, once you go to members, you can't go back. But, that being said, when you start off freshly in free-to-play, it's a solid game, I find, on its own. The free-to-play part. For a free game, I think that's solid. I had tons of fun on it. Especially when I had so many people playing it. Now, obviously, it's not the same.
Do you think, like, let's say today was the first day you ever had played RuneScape. Do you think you would like, I'll play free to play for a while? Or do you think you would sit down and like, I'm just going to get members, fuck it? Like, do you think like free to play could like, do you think it actually can like,
see, the problem to this day is
grab a hold of someone that's new to the game?
The problem today is like, every now and then I'll have no problem dropping the money for things.
Yeah.
For the most part. Like sometimes I'll think, I want to try out the new WoW expansion. Bam, I drop $15 for the month of WoW. plus the money for the subscription, I guess. But like, that's hard to say. If what I right off the get go, no, I'd probably play free to play. It's like I compare it to Elder Scrolls Online, I guess, when I first played it, because I played it for a little bit, not too long. But I played it for consoles. It's not a bad game actually, but they have a membership part of it.
Yeah.
And it's kind of similar. It doesn't really like unlock areas, but unlock like just some things and make some really hard things easier to get. It's a little pay to win. It is,
yeah. That's the one thing I really do like about like RuneScape is like, well, obviously, you know, it's like sandbox. There's not really winning, but like it's not like you put down money and it's like, all right, it's not like it is in RuneScape 3 where you can literally pay for stats and like, you know, for experience.
Yeah.
Like when you buy members, it just like expands what you can do and obviously unlocks new skills and places to go. But yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like
I'd probably go on for free and see if I got hooked, see the things that were available, but I guarantee you I'd get a tutorial island. I'd walk to Lumbridge, see a man go to pickpocket him and be like, oh, well, I want to see what that does. And go buy membership right away.
Yeah. See, like, I feel that, like, free-to-play is nice and fun and all, but, like, it kind of gives, like, RuneScape a bad rap, especially with, like, how many bots are in free-to-play. Like, the fact you can't, like, cutting use and shit is such a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but I don't think you should... I think if by the time you get to 60 use, like 60 wood chopping to be able to get use, you should probably have membership by then.
Yeah.
Normally, you know, I think most people would probably be like, no, free to play well. I feel like play free to play until you know it well enough that you're just like, all right, let's see what's behind the fucking gates.
Yeah, like what I did, when I was little. Sorry to overtalk you, but yeah, when I was little, like my goal, like I'm not gonna ask for membership until, and it was like get 40 in my melee stats, be able to cut or get like 75 wood cutting or something random. I don't think not even to cut magic trees, and then also complete like all the what's it called? All the free to play quests. Like I set goals for myself to like, all right, I have to do this and this and this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like even Dragon Slayer, that's some nice content for free to play, you know?
Yeah. No, like, it definitely is. There are like a good amount of quests. Like free to play is like definitely like RuneScape is definitely way better with its free to play than I think like any other game. Like WoW, you hit level 20, you just do quests and kill monsters till 20, and like
yeah,
you can't trade.
World of Warcraft's all about the end game.
Yeah,
so it's all really about being max level and then getting the items from there.
And like it is nice because there are people that like only play free to play on a certain account just for the challenge. There's people that like there are like CCs where they're like, you know, let's get as many 99s of free to play as possible.
There's some people who can't afford to buy membership and you know, they play free to play until they play this game completely free by buying bonds and stuff like that. That's fucking awesome. That's wicked.
Yeah, no, it's definitely pretty awesome. Like, yeah, like, I don't know. I do like it's free to play. Like, I would just like me personally, I would like go to cut like willows or something and it'd be overswarmed. Like, fuck this. I'm just gonna pay for memberships. There's not that many people here.
And I feel like
just get annoyed.
Sorry.
No, that was it.
I want to say is comparing it to other MMOs, I feel like RuneScape does a really great job at kind of differentiating between the free to play and the pay to play. So, have you played, I don't know, games like DC Universe or?
Yeah, but I've never like subscribed to any of those.
Yeah,
games,
me neither. What was the other one? Star Wars: The Old Republic when it became free to play, stuff like that. You play it a bit, and I found, at least for me, I didn't really play much of it at all because I just played the free part, and I found all the paid to play, like the members part of it, were kind of thrown in your face so often.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is a weapon you could wield, but you can't. And this and that. And it's just, and I remember from, like, I don't know. I guess that might turn people off. It might turn me off. But with RuneScape, free to play, a lot of it's locked behind a gate. There's just a gate west of
like,
Falador.
I want to go into Taverley. Like,
yeah.
What the fuck, Jagex? All right, fine. I'll pay and find out what it is. Like,
that's the thing, though. Like, for me at least, you're like, what's behind those gates? And you don't know how. And there's a fucking 2 times as much as free to play. It's a lot.
Oh yeah,
there's a lot.
Yeah, free to play is such a small portion, and like, yeah, like you're saying about the whole Marvel and DC and all that stuff. Like those games always throw in your face. Like, hey, pay for membership, you get this. Like, even Elder Scrolls kind of did it a little bit.
Yeah, I ended up doing it.
When a game does that, it comes off as like we're pay to win.
It comes off as like you're playing a trial, and you're not. You're basically playing it until you get to a point where you're like, okay, the fun is absolutely gone.
Like, imagine playing RuneScape and like you hit 60 attack, and it's like you can use dragon weapons, and like it does, and it tells you, oh, these are the weapons you can use. Hey, but by the way, these are members,
and everyone around you was wielding dragon weapons and shit like that, and barrows.
And then on top of that, every time you attacked or killed something, this guy would have been, you would have killed this guy faster if you had membership and got this weepon.
Yeah, or like
constantly throwing in your face.
You gained 100 experience. Originally, it would have been 130.
Yeah. This would have saved you this much time. Like, I think a big thing, with RuneScape, it's like, I highly doubt they change this, but I'm like, from what I've always remembered, it's not like I'll be in free to play killing men and then an herb will drop. Like, there's a free to play drop table, and then there's a members drop table, and it's like, you don't see any of these items unless someone that's a member is logged onto a free to play world, and then you're like, whoa, what is that? And then like, but it happens so like seldom, like so like it's so infrequent.
And the beauty behind it is you can equip full barrows, go into a free to play world, and you're basically naked stats.
Yeah, exactly.
They take it away. So most games would allow you to keep that, because then it would just be like, for all the free to play, hill giants and all that shit would be flooded with people, because they're just like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's pretty nice. Like, I've done it a couple times. Usually, if I'm like meeting up with like a friend that's just getting on RuneScape for the first time ever, but like kind of do this on purpose, but wear like some of my most badass members gear.
Yeah, no, I've done that.
And then just like follow along with them, and I'll be on them with TeamSpeak, just chatting or something, or typing to them, and the next thing you know, you get like a Congo line of free to play people, even though they ask you for just money and shit. But
you get a lot of people just being like, "Oh, dude, man, the fuck's that weapon? That's a sick weapon."
I was actually doing like Chinchompa training or something at the time, and my buddy had just got on RuneScape for the first time in like ever since 2006 or something. So he like made a new account because he forgot his old info, and I went and just like met him, and I was wearing my Void stuff with my Chinchompa gear or weapon, and I'm following around where like literally he just got off Tutorial Island, and he's like just walking around and just kind of explaining, oh yeah, do this for this, like, on TeamSpeak with them. And then some dude comes up and he's like, hey man, can you help me out? And I like question mark, and he's like, I need like 2 mil, or like, I think he asked for like 3 mil, like 1 mil more than how much a bond actually was. He's like, I just need like 3 mil for a bond. I was like, oh man, that sucks, Get to grinding, man, like smiley face. He's like, could you give me 3 mil? I'm just 3 mil off from a bond. And I'm like, nah, dude, they're only 2 mil, so I can't really help you out. Like, thank God they're only 2 mil, because it's, saving so much time. And eventually he kept asking, like, okay, yeah, you're right, it's only 2 mil. Could I have like, 1.9 mil? Because I'm like, or sorry, could I have like 100K? Because I'm like so close. And yeah, he kept changing how much he needed, and like it got to the point where like he ended up like asking me for like 50K or some shit, because he was like only 50K off from a bond, but obviously he just wants free money. And I'm just like, yeah, man, I just dropped, like give me a second, like go to the bank, come back. All right, I dropped on the floor here, so hopefully you get it first. And then I just like walked away, and he's just like standing on the square, like, oh, he's gonna realize in 5 minutes I just fucked with them. But like, yeah, there also were like a lot of people like, whoa, that's so sweet. How you holding a dog or some shit like that? Is that a guinea pig?
See, when I'm talking more so back, but like 10 years ago or whatever, when you went back into free to play though. But like, Because you had a lot of people who didn't know what that shit were, and they would just swarm you, just be like, dude, look at this guy. Your account's in the triple digits. What? I didn't know you can get that high. Shit like, it was, I don't know. If you want to feel like a celebrity, you want to feel like a minor Zezma. I think that's what I used to say, like, be right back and go feel like a minor Zezma for like 2 minutes.
Just go around in Fashionscape and all your crazy gear. Man, actually, one thing I noticed a while ago when I was playing RuneScape is because I'm like 110 or something, or like a little bit over that, like 112. I actually forgot what my combat level is. Like most people I right click on are green.
Yep.
And I'm still not used to that. Like I'm so used to everyone being like orange, red, the odd green or yellow. Yeah. But like
that's
now
where I'm at. I'm at a comfortable level where there's a fair handful that are above me. But I'm kind of staying around that level.
Like it's super weird though. Like I'll right click on a stack of people in the Grand Exchange and it's just greens all across the board, and you're just like, oh
yeah,
fuck.
It must be nice, man. Must be nice. No idea what you're talking about. Yeah, have no idea.
That's super weird feeling. It's all
can't relate whatsoever. But where were we? Free to play.
Yeah. Anyways, with the free to play thing,
it's cool. I think it's good. If you could change or add anything, what do you think it could? What do you think it should see love in?
I think they should just instead of bringing things from members to free to play, they should just add some like what they did with the Hill Giant boss. Like I thought that was such a good idea of like adding new content into the game, but it's also available to free to play.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So, and they did that with the quest too, the Halloween quest, or I don't even know if it got passed.
It should. I don't see why not.
Yeah, but like, you know, they've done like a weapon with a new boss. They've done a new quest. Like, even if it's like something minor, like it doesn't have to be like, you know, best in slot crush 2-hander or something. Like, just like I don't really know. Like something unique. Like I'm not too good at coming up with like ideas for, you know, games and shit. Because but I don't know. They gotta like maybe some new quests would be nice. Like how cool would it be if they added a new quest where like in the end you had to kill the Hill Giant boss? Even though it's pretty lazy design, like lazy for me to come up with that because it's just taking two ideas they've recently done and putting them together.
I said this before cool. With the raids. Why not have it so it's locked behind a boss until you complete a quest, until you beat the quest, and then you can do it repeatedly. It just
like that would be super neat for like maybe even make the boss have a better chance to drop like better items, like maybe buff the Hill Giant's like drop table. But like, what if they just made the requirements like, you know, Dragon Slayer? Like, how cool would that be where it's like, okay, and then it's something all around Hill Giants where, like, you know, the items you need are from Hill Giant drops, and it's about, like, oh, we need big bones for this, and, you know, limp-roots for that, and blah, 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 and then, like, next thing you know, they give you a key to open it up, like, the thing, and then you kill the Hill Giant boss, and then you can just unlock it to make money off of it or something.
Yeah.
Because it is hard. Like, if you're free to play with, like, base 50 stats... Like, okay, first of all, getting the key would take forever. Like, I cannoned and like did that as efficiently as possible, and it would still take me a while sometimes. But sorry, like I don't know, like it's still kind of like with those stats and with Swordfish, it's still like a hard boss, especially if it can hit like 24s on you or something.
Yeah,
but yeah,
no, yeah, cool. I agree. It'd be cool to see something like that. Me personally, I think it'd be cool to kind of the opposite of what you said, but open up. I don't know how you would do this, but open up maybe Castle Wars and the fight pits to free to play. Maybe somehow, I don't know how you would do this, but have an item or have somewhere so you could go there and bring you to a members world temporarily.
Yeah,
I don't know how you could do that.
Talk to King Roland or whoever's in Varrock, and he can bring you to Castle Wars, but you're trapped in an area.
Yeah, and
I really like that idea. Because
something like that, because Castle Wars it doesn't get that much action. Obviously, you have to funnel them into I'd want them to be maybe if their own, maybe free to play only. Actually, I was thinking lump them in with the members, but maybe having their own section free to play.
I was gonna say like a free to play only Castle Wars would be so fun. Because Castle Wars is fun. Like, if you get your friends and you guys all go together, like, it's actually a good time. But it is annoying getting Ice Barrage by 126s and getting AGS'd and shit.
Oh, I can't wait.
You're just kind of like, oh, what the fuck? It would be really fun. Like, everyone's in full rune and people are in green D-hide shooting addy arrows at you and people are casting, I don't know, whatever magic they can cast at you.
Yeah.
Not teleblock for some reason, but...
exactly. So yeah, that's the only other thing I'd want to say add is teleblock. So, yeah. I think we're safe to move on. You?
Yeah.
Okay. I think this is going to be the last week where we kind of ramble on about something general and we just give our opinion. And we're going to start talking maybe in depth about a skill or something. So if you guys have something in particular you want to hear, maybe send us your suggestions. Otherwise, we're going to close our eyes and throw a dart at the map and we'll talk about that. So, yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's...
Have you started like a hardcore Iron Man yet?
Nah, I ain't going to, I don't think.
Ooh, I'm going to. I'm so excited to.
So, actually, maybe I should have just lumped this in with the free-to-play part, but I told you before, I made a skiller, a level 3 skiller, because I got issues of making tons of accounts for things. I'm actually using a lot of leftover accounts from before, so a lot of things are like Dragon Killer 23 and stuff like that. So anyways, I made a skiller. My idea is I'm going to keep him at level 3, and the only combat skill I'm going to train is defense. I'm not even going to do HP. I'm going to do strictly defense. This way, if I get like 75 defense, I'll be level 23 or some shit. How?
Oh, wait, are you doing this for skilling?
On my skiller, my level, I'm going to let my level, technically my level 3 skiller.
Okay.
But the only combat stat will be defense, but I'm going to keep his HP down to 10.
You're going to do pest control then?
Yeah, probably. So, yeah.
That's going to be awful.
Stuff like, I don't know. It probably will. But
yeah, there are people with like 10 HP accounts that are fucking legit. Like 99 strength, 99 defense, like range and mage. Like
that's something I'm gonna. Oh, true. I was just like, isn't that just a main account at that point? But
no, but yeah, they have 10 health and stuff. Like,
I feel you. Yeah, it's crazy. That's nuts. So I kind of want to slowly work towards that, just because it sounds kind of fun, but I'm not gonna pay any money for it. So I'm only gonna do it by, him getting bonds himself. So
yeah,
that's gonna be fun. We'll see how that goes. Alrighty. Sorry, did you make it a hardcore Iron Man? You did, right?
No, I think I'm going to. Like as soon as I'm done school, I'm gonna go and make a hardcore Iron Man. I already have like the email and shit.
Cool.
All made. And I'm gonna do a hardcore Iron Man while I play my main, I think. Because I do have like...
And, we gotta bring back that Iron Man shit.
Yeah, we'll bring that back. I'll have 3 or 4 accounts going at any given moment.
That's why you got the 4 monitors on your computer.
Yeah, exactly. Gonna need a 5th,
Shit, yeah. Just in case.
Yeah, YouTube.
That's cool. Yeah, you should make a series on the hardcore Iron Man. Try to think of something. That'd be fun to...
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Like, I don't know if our listeners also watch a bunch of other like popular YouTubers, like a friend and all that.
I imagine they would, though, because I feel like YouTube and RuneScape go almost hand in hand.
Like, I was actually thinking about that, but the best routes have already been taken, right? I don't want to just like, all right, this is
think something unique.
If I can figure like a neat little like Iron Man route, I'll definitely like, make videos on it and stuff. But if it's like just really plain and boring, or unless you guys actually want to see it, then I'll make it just regardless. But
I think why not? You can always, it'll be fun.
If it's generic, I don't know. I don't really
do
see
commentary,
the point,
tell some jokes. Yeah, you can go over and say a funny thing, be a goof.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. I guess we'll be hearing more about that in the upcoming weeks.
Yeah, it's if I make it, if I don't put a fucking bullet in my brain because the school workload sucks. Fucking awful. I'm not excited to stay up all night again.
You're designing buildings, man.
Yeah, it's awful.
I'm telling you, just do it on Sims. It'll be so much easier.
Yeah, I should. Or Minecraft.
Yeah, Minecraft.
I should just take screenshots of my my building on Minecraft.
Not even take photos from your phone of your laptop screen.
Yeah. I'll just give my phone to my professor. Here we go. Just watch out because it gets pretty disgusting once you go past image 8. Gonna see some very lewd pictures.
Why is it instantly a dick? Like, fuck,
why is he holding a wine bottle?
Oh, fuck. Do you want to explain that real quickly?
Yeah, sure. During Christmas time last year, somebody sent me a photo asking if this is a good like brand of wine, and I like looked at it and it was like texted my buddy back like, dude, I don't fucking know wine. Like, why are you asking me? And he like tells me to look at it again, and then there's just like a big dick right next to it. Like, I guess he's using a wine bottle for size. So I took it upon myself to just send it to a bunch of people. One of them being Dills, and I sent it to him, and he's just like, "Oh, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know about don't know anything about wine." I'm like, "Yo, dude, look at it again." Yeah, man. I looked. I don't. Like, what are you talking about?
I remember I was just like, yeah, I think it's a red wine because you're asking if you should get it for our aunt, and I was like, yeah, I think she. I don't know that. I think she drinks white wine, and you're just like,
and I'm just like, yo, show it to your girlfriend. Yeah, like, I don't know. I guess she says it's okay, and it's like, oh, holy shit! Just really look at it. I said, I sent that.
Remember, this went back and forth over like 2 days or some shit.
It's like, holy fuck, will you not notice it? I was really hoping your girlfriend would, but she didn't even notice it. Like, I showed, like, one of our cousins, and he instantly just started laughing. Like, he saw it right away. I don't know what it says about him, but...
Yeah, well...
It's a good little joke.
Right in.
Yeah, I gotta think of something else for this Christmas. Another picture.
Got nothing. Bagel in a vagina? No, I don't know. No, I got find out. All right, so yeah, I think this is it. I think we're bringing it to an end.
Yeah.
I gotta look at some stars, man. Fucking Sagittarius is out this week, dude.
Yeah, do you know, like, yeah, and once you figure it all out and stuff, start finding planets. I don't know if you have a camera built into it, but you can take some pretty cool pictures with it.
Yeah, I'll have to do that. I already got my girlfriend on permanent alien and asteroid duty overnight. Helps me sleep safer, so
yeah.
All right, so yeah, this is coming to a close. Send us your emails and we'll fucking read whatever the hell it is in it, and we'll discuss whatever it is. So anything you guys want to hear talked about, you have questions or whatever, you want to hear our opinions on shit, or you want whatever it is, feedback, anything. Let us know, and yeah, you got anything? My dog's acting up, so this is a perfect time to enter. Anything going on next week?
Schoolwork. A lot of schoolwork. I can probably I might be able to fit in some Scape because it like won't be as bad because I do have like submissions and stuff, so I have a couple days of breathing space. But
nice.
Yeah, just a couple more weeks of just awfulness. 2.5 weeks. That's it. I'm just holding out.
Perfect. Anyways, actually, next episode will be the beginning of my vacation. So sweet, man. I'll guess I'm gonna have my pier ready during that week for sure. Cause I'll spend I plan to spend for at least the first day doing nothing. I'm not even gonna get changed. I'm just gonna sit, fucking do the grind,
get some diapers.
Yeah. Oh no, I'll just bring a toilet or some shit and I'll just sit on
bucket.
That. Yeah, fucking bucket.
One step closer to a painter. Just shit in buckets.
Oh man, it happens. No offense, but there's people. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, man.
At work today,
I
was sitting in a room like taking a break because it was fucking cold out, and there was a paint bucket. There's like 4 of them. And one of them smelled like weird. It smelled bad, but it smelled weird. And I was curious. So I opened it up and it was just fucking looked like someone had like the worst diarrhea. And I like closed it and I was like, that doesn't even smell like shit. Like, oh my God, what the hell happened? Oh, like sometimes I'm worried about these guys. But anyways, yeah, vacation will start. Hopefully the pier we'll see how the progress goes this weekend. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
All right. Guys, thanks for listening. Can't appreciate it enough. Yeah, we'll see you. We'll see you next week. Right? Yeah, we'll see you next week.
Hopefully, if I'm alive, because this fucking is awful.
All right. Well, I'll see you guys next week for sure. I'll see you guys next week for sure. So, take it easy. Thanks for listening. Have a good night.
Yeah, have a good one.
Bye-bye. Thank you so much for listening. If you'd like to keep up with show news, RuneScape news, or dick around in shitposts, we have a few ways you can do that. Join our CC. You can just search Wild CC. We also have a Discord server. Just let us know if you'd like to jump in. You can follow us on Twitter at TheWildernessRS. Join us on Facebook at facebook.com/TheWildernessPodcast. You can find us on YouTube by just searching the show. And finally, you can send any emails you'd like to thewilderness.podcast@gmail.com. Thanks again and have a great night.